big. Now with movement, good heart. If he's throwing strikes.
At the plate, Mookie Betts. Here's the first pitch to him. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Betts is going to turn for second. And it's a good start to the inning for the Dodgers on the leadoff double.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher.
Here's Corey Seager. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Previous history with German Marquez, not great. He's 1 for 8. Here it comes, 1-0.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish, and a fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Betts stands at second with no outs. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Stepping in now, Justin Turner, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Hit softly on the ground to third. Right to him. On to first, and there were 2 down. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this team today?
Well, Matty, the key to hitting the Coors Field is the fact that there's so much outfield ground for those guys to have to cover. There's a lot of base hits. Don't fall in love with the fact that you're going to drive the ball out of the park. That's going to happen naturally with just a good approach and a good pass at the baseball. But there's a lot of ground to cover in that outfield, which screams there are a lot of hits to be had.
Max Muncy stands in as he looks at a called strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
The 0-2 grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a run will score as the Dodgers grab the early 1-0 lead.
Dan, you were one pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knock.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're one pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
Will Smith is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Tapia has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. It's a run on 2 hits here for LA. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Dodgers lead it 1-0. Julio Urias will be on the mound for the boys in blue. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
In now, Raimel Tapia. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Bellinger is right there, 1 down. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance from Nolan Arenado. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and in to hit next, shortstop Trevor Story. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. A swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line hard to the left side, but foul.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Skied down the left field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. This one 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and next it'll be the outfielder, Cody Bellinger. First offering on its way. Ground ball right into the shift, and that's through for a hit. So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. The 0-1 on its way.
No, that's low.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
A runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Batting 8, the second baseman, Chris Taylor.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Chris Taylor. First delivery to him on the way. Toss started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Taylor, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. We've played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll bring up Charlie Blackmon. First delivery to him on the way. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Now here's the pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Bellinger's under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And let's focus on Corey Seager. Cal Ripken Jr., anyone? This guy looks like the spitting image of Iron Man. I think he's just scratching the surface of a Hall of Fame career. Multiple MVPs, Gold Gloves, you name it. Corey Seager is on fire.
Into the box now, Kevin Pillar. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
The 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bellinger is there. 2 gone. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and Ryan McMahon digs in to bat next. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
Dodgers have the early 1-0 advantage as we play the second. One and one to the Rockies' first baseman. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
All even now, 2-2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They still trail 1-0. Julio Urias, he'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third. Here's the first pitch to him. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Digging in, Mookie Betts. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Here comes the first pitch. Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Three and 0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
Here's Corey Seager, 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set. Here it comes. A bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. Seager is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in the sport, and it doesn't matter right-handed or left-handed pitching. He's one of the elite threats with a bat in his hands.
Yeah, barrel awareness, Matty. And this guy has it. I don't think it's something that could be taught. I don't care how many hours you put it in the cage. This guy has the ability to put barrel on baseball consistently, no matter what side it's coming from.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
And a pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Line drive to center field. A dive, but it's off his glove. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 0-1 pitch.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. There's 1. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Now at the plate, Max Muncy. He reached on a single in his first try. He's set and the pitch. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Swing and a line drive. But this will land foul as he didn't miss by much. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And another foul ball. The next 0-2. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Story is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning here for the guys in blue. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Rockies nothing. And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. A ball and a strike. A 1-1. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
A shot to second base and handled for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Drew Butera, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch. One out, nobody on. And here's a ball hit in the air. Betts on the run. He makes the running play. 2 down. Next to hit will be the pitcher, German Marquez. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. 2 out, nobody on. Rockies pitcher with a bat in his hands and a 1-2 count. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They're down 2-0. Welcome back to Coors Field in Denver as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Striding in once again, Will Smith, as we begin the top of the 4th.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hard hit ball to second. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Ball 1. The 1-1 is a breaking ball that misses off the plate.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
2 runs, 6 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Here's Jock Peterson now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
2-2. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first to complete the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
At the plate, Chris Taylor. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Tapia's in pursuit. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for LA, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Stepping in, Raimel Tapia back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And now pitch on the way. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
0-2 count and the pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Here comes the first pitch. Trevor Story comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Bat explodes as this is popped up, and no one will get this one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped up, back behind second. And this is taken in for the second out.
The third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. First pitch of the at-bat.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
No runs, no hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Over the bleachers and onto the concourse, a home run. Nolan Arenado touches them all, and the Rockies have made this a 2-1 ball game. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track, and as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Blackmon, or Chuck Nasty as he's commonly referred to. He was taken in the 2nd round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy.
Retires the side. Rockies strike for 1 on the homer by Arenado. We're through 4, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Julio Urias. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And boy, which of those two numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. Back to the top of the order now. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Blackman going back to the track, to the wall. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo home run there for Mookie. And it gives the Dodgers a 3-1 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Next at the plate will be Corey Seager. Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo home run for Corey Seager. And the Dodgers move out in front now, 4-1.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
At the plate now, Justin Turner. Swing and a liner. Foul. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Next up is Max Muncy. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A bouncer to the left side. Arenado has it. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Rockies 1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First delivery to him on the way. Strike one to start the at-bat. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Ground ball left side. Turner's got it. And a good throw gets him one gone. So the base is empty here with one away, and Ryan McMahon digs in to bat next. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hey. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Fouled away.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Trying to send him packing for the second time.
Ball left outside.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So now to the plate, Garrett Hampson. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Trying to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. Urias is there, and he makes the catch for the out. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They trail it 4-1. Philip Deal takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Rockies, number 64.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Will Smith. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Just some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Fouled off. The next 0-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And there's the first out.
The center fielder, number 35, Cody.
Now at the plate, Cody Bellinger. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
And he falls behind 0-2. Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. This is hit the other way out toward left field, and that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And this will get all the way to the wall now, and he is into second base with a double, his third hit this afternoon.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to time up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
In now, Jock Peterson, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Comes set, and the 0-1. Softly hit toward the hole. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The batter number 3, second baseman, Chris Taylor.
Now at the plate, Chris Taylor, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch. Men on third with 2 down. Taylor behind, 0-2 the count. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Story brings it in. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Dodgers leave 1 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Striding in for the Rockies, Drew Butera will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding his zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Matt Kemp will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 25,
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Popped him up. And he will get there to make the running catch as that ball hung up just a little bit too long. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and striding into the plate next will be Raimel Tapia. from the stretch. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
I love the aggressive approach at the plate, but if you're not seeing the ball, maybe you have to take a step back. You find yourself with 2 strikes, absolutely battling for your life right now.
Skied into straightaway right. Betts has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and in to hit next the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
2 out with the man at first. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Trevor Story with a 2-run shot as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now. Ready now, Nolan Arenado. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Two out, nobody on. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Ripped down the first base line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Hard on the ground toward short. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
It's the best competition in all of sport, the pitcher against the batter right there. He fouled off multiple pitches, refused to go down. Not only did he get a knock, but he ran some pitch total up too.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Betts giving chase. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. But the Rockies push across 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. The 9 1-2 hitters due up to start the 7th. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Rockies 3. Jairo Diaz is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 37.
A.J. Pollock is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
Squared that one up just a little late. The 1-2. Grounded up the first baseline. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. One gone now in the LA 7th, and that'll bring up Mookie Betts.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Diaz features an absolute power slider, and he uses it a lot. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement on that pitch.
Yeah, Matt, and this is one of the reasons why this guy is so hard to square up and get the barrel of bat on. He throws hard, and this slider that he throws, it takes a sharp break down, and it's really hard to get the barrel on it. You'll see lots of swings and misses, and he can throw this pitch 3-4 times in a row and still make hitters look bad.
Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
And that's the second out.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Stepping into the box, Corey Seager. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side.
Hey, that was a nasty backdoor slider right there, but he was able to stay tucked and drive that baseball the other way.
Into the box, Justin Turner, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
First delivery to him on the way. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
The 0-2 delivery. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. A runner on first with 2 away. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for LA, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Joe Kelly gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up a man who's a human highlight reel defensively, Kevin Pillar.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field, so the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning.
They need to be aggressive right here from the offensive standpoint. Lead off base hit, bottom of the 7th, you're down 1. This has to be the moment they scratch one across.
Here's Ryan McMahon now, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is straining him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Into the box, Garrett Hampson. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. Smith waits on it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Digging in once again, Drew Butera. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Liner towards second, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Rockies strand 1. They still trail it here 4-3. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Yency Almonte will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Tony Walters is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Ready to begin the 8th, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Max Muncy. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Tight game here. 4-3 our score as we take the opportunity to compare the performances turned in by the 2 starters. At the plate, Will Smith. Here's the first pitch to him. Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in the show get absolutely hammered.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Now in the box, Jock Peterson. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
First pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. To second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Dodgers leave one. Then it remains a 4-3 game. That'll bring up Tony Walters. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So when they and sending him packing.
Stepping in now, Raimel Tapia. Swing and a liner. Foul. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Those are the pitches in the game that you don't get back as an offensive player. I know it's easy sitting up here in the booth calling the game, but he'll be thinking about that one for a while if he doesn't get a hit in this at bat right here.
That gets down, and the inning continues. A potentially big 2-out hit as it brings up Nolan Arenado next.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove
that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out, swinging the bat.
No balls and 1 strike. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Ready with the 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Colorado. Score holds at 4-3. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Chris Taylor. He's set. Here it comes. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Austin Barnes will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 15, Austin
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. A bouncer to the left side. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Here comes the first pitch. Liner toward right center. And this is going to split the fairway and head out toward the rock pile for extra bases.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Roy, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there, not putting his head down, being over aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening.
Yeah, D-Roy, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Tyler Kinley enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9. At the plate, Corey Seager, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Here's the 0-1. Kinley, a 6'4" right-hander. He was selected in the first round back in 2017.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. To second for 1. On to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Nothing more in the Dodger 9th. On to the bottom half. 1 last shot for Colorado. They trail by a run. It's 4-3. Kenley Jansen enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth. Digging in now, Charlie Blackmon. He flew out in his last at-bat. And now pitch on the way. In there for strike one, 0-1. Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
The 1-2 will be a base hit into center field. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself in the scoring position to start off the inning.
Digging in, Kevin Pillar, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 0-2 home. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
To the plate now, Ryan McMahon. Out in front of it, strike one. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Runner at second here with one man out. Pulled toward right center field. Betts on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out. So a runner at second, 2 down now, and up steps Garrett Hampson to bat. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Fans on their feet in a one-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Hit sharply toward the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And they will hold that possible tying run at third as even with 2 away they decide to put the stop sign on. So now the possibility of a pinch hitter comes into play, and if that's the case, here's what the Rockies have remaining at their disposal. Daniel Murphy will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. And he pops it up. Coming in is Peterson, but this will land untouched. He's set. The 0-1. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. 2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Fouled away. Last strike now for Colorado. Fouled off. 0-2. Here it is. Ripped on the ground to first. The throw pulls him off the bag. Throw to first is in time. They got him, and the ball game is over.
Well, there might be a few chewed up fingernails on both sides, but this one ends with a tying run on third and the winning run stranded at first. Great game right down to the end.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Los Angeles Dodgers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Julio Urias is the winning pitcher of record. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.